Я не буду казати забороненого слова, скажу, що ти курочка, на. Курчана. Ні, я не буду заходити. — 55 хвилин резервів, так що... Надіюсь, ти мене поняв. Я ще ночки включив. Тобто я катав без резервів, взагалі їбанутись.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way.
Алло.
This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Алло. Ну що? Чи є? До якого часу? Ви повинні не банити? А чого ти пишеш воєнки? Ювін? Куди?
Це ж останнє діло.
Я якби...
Ну непогано воєночки сідай.
Зараз буде... Пиздец. Ти даже для такого наушників є... Що ти кажеш? Воєнки хімії. Хто не знає теж. А тебе якість виходить. Там вони стоять. Алло, я тут. В смысле? Де? Тут нічого ще не було, я тільки що пройшов. Що, бабка, все нормально. Все нормально.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. I'm coming. What the fuck? Shit.
Алло?
Бачу, йому подобається.
Ну як, нормально тобі? Щось голосно цей. Ти на сотку стоїть. На 80, ні, загально це.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town.
Тут можна
Feels
двома
like the killer's
персонажами
leaving
грати.
us a message.
Двома
Glad you're
персонажами
on this
грати.
case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley.
Прикольно.
You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Дивись. Що? Ні, не хочу зараз.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I should take a look at that map.
You're the one who wanted to swim.
Ні. Я погано щось знаю. Сюди, там оце все я знаю.
Нічого нового.
Мені...
Вони спробують свої же скидати на.
Мені треба заходити, я і так знаю, що. Тупі сюди якісь.
Hey, over here.
Інтуїція. Інтуїція.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right?
Прокачана, на.
Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Надіюсь, да.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am.
Не надійся.
I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
When are those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan?
The federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Що ти ствол шукаєш? Нема.
Right, Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Це тобі не базука, блядь, безконечна. на.
I want to see the body.
Да, тут
How do we
такого
get there?
нема.
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Ти на яких настройках граєш? М?
The Mind
do it.
Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Це ти в себе в голові, типа. Типа розслідування ведеш. А, тут рандомниці.
Facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Якщо ти не входиш багато доказів, типу, потім сюди заходиш і складаєш пазл, типу.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real fun.
Що я там нічого не випустив? О, у нас береться фонарик.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
От воно.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Не туди пішов.
Wanna start by inspecting the body, Anderson?
З тієї сторони.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Там нажимаю. Перетаскую цю картинку знизу, туди на доску.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Ні, туди, де це жовта табличка. Ну, типа, да, тут. Воно, типа, по цемі.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists.
Реально класно,
Definitely
типа,
matches
пані
previous
розслідування,
murders.
що ти розслідуєш
But this
вбивство.
time the heart and the straps were left behind.
Їм, конечно,
clues to
опасно
work
буде. Таке.
This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Там перед ним ще було щось.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Там дальше можеш исследовать локацию, там вот якийсь домик буде, чи що?
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Знаєш, що тут саме класно буде?
Logged. They really don't
Ти
want
сюди
people
вночі
coming in
вернешся.
here.
Ну чому ти такого? Все, чітко. Ходімо де? Їх не виявиш. Ні, сюди ти не зайдеш.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey,
Oh, gosh.
FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an
Небо
investigation.
ізобретателя підтримати.
А, морально його підтримати.
Головне, що не реально.
Скоро й до
Nice
цього
talking to
дійде.
you too.
Що, скоро ти роздвинеш булки. Та,
Та не зайдеш ти, чел, ти не пробуй.
А в мене вже, блядь, білеті куплений, нахуй, так що.
На той світ. В плані з того світа чи... Ні, тут не получится.
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. A creepy twig sculpture?
Готуйся.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Готуй жопу, чел.
Я люблю такі моменти. Мені сподобається, коли він вночі буде сюди йти. Це буде більше.
Збирателю теж сподобається.
Ні, нам більше сподобається, чим.
Не переживай, я не дивлюсь.
Покажу.
Покажу, да.
Він зараз по-любому захоче зайти.
Через 30 хвилин.
Він О, якраз там.
Буде
походу...
точніше 29 хвилин.
Якраз походу він і там буде вже ніч якраз.
Ще 30 хвилин резервів.
Welcome back, Anderson.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Ендерсон. Там, стоп, ти пропустив. Big World вроді там. Це далеко пішов. Куди ти пішов? Чел? Тут вже нічого нема. О! Який ж на відьмі, чел. Я думаю, тобі не стоїть туди. Того, що не треба.
Прот проходить цю гру, послухай його, ну.
Ну, може не стоїть.
Добре, подумай.
Може не стоїть заходити? Я думаю, що цей. Ти ж розумієш, так? Бесь, це ти тебе не даш.
Да, все, треба їм вебку, ну.
Плюс 5 глядачів буде. Це тобі знадобиться. Що? Ну, пістолет дав, поки що пістолет безполезний. Що, тобі треба бігти туди, на місці вбивства. Тут це типу показує, що ти ще можеш знайти, але я вроді там, ну, дещо не зміг знайти.
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Зараз це тільки так тебе чув, мені де підготовлюють тільки. Типа. До цієї локації. Тут ще просто
Did you
день.
get lost, Anderson?
Any idea who the victim is?
Тобі треба собі,
Oh, I
типу,
sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale. Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Наповне дуже добре цього чувака, що валяється.
Можеш фотографувати на пам'ять.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner
Це,
got
кстати,
killed in the field,
розробочик
he
оцей,
went
що
off the deep end. Got the boot
Просто
pretty
спілкуюсь.
quick after that.
Він свій персонаж впихнув?
Да.
So what happened to Nightingale after the
Cool.
Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze,
должен бути мій
booze led to
персонаж.
paranoia.
Так він
He had some
лежить.
wild
там,
ideas in his head. Chased ghosts until he fell off the map.
Він
He
має,
ended
має
up
рухати.
here,
I bet there's
Ну,
more to that story.
but
На жаль,
no
ні, в
happy
нього там
ending.
серце валяється збоку, просто кишки.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago.
Запчасті від нього валяються.
2010.
The
Завчасть.
same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern.
Жовтий робот?
Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Було б
Probably
непогано, але...
something this town wants to forget.
Я бачу,
I think that's everything. For now, at
не
least.
хочеш, щоб він зайшов, да, до тебе на стрім?
Якась агресія, коротше.
Якась агресія від стрімера, я не знаю. Стрімер це як діагноз.
Куда? Тебе... Стоп, то тебе там є, бач? Ні, ти візьми там, де доска. Тобі треба більше доказів знайти.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment
Є
ready.
там така штука прикольна буде.
They were waiting
Бачиш?
for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use
Whoa,
whatever I know
what?
about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Готуйся.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. This mug always cheers me up.
Не трогай Діму на кружку, хай стоїть.
Не трогайте мій чай, я.
Що це? Це баг? У мене такого не було, до речі. Це... І треба, по-перше, докази зібрати. На досці там, походу. Ні, ну ти поняв, не, да? Чи ні? Тут одне. Походу все.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Що це за хуйня?
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Ні, оце що
Right.
воно погружає так. Щось мені не сподобалось.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
I didn't know trees got
Я думав, що там іде, блін.
gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
Думаю, ти догадуєшся, що тебе зробити, чи
I
ні?
must find out what.
Ну це отлично тоді.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Ти поняв?
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Зараз будеш колупатися в дівку.
Did you know this
Alena, nada,
entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got
You
it.
made it back. Good.
I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a
Думаю, та йшла,
science
це вже
fair?
темніє в лісі.
That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Хочу зараз прокоментувати насчет
Thanks.
цієї латі.
Let's get the car. Drive to Broad. I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance. Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies.
Я в прошлій грі за 5 годин 46 сохранень. Спокойся.
Тут не получиться так йому.
Це значить не її збирателя ігра.
Я думаю, його будуть ламати дуже часто і ефективно.
Якщо він не може сохранитися, він не зможе пройти цю гру.
Ну так ми, в принципі, на це і розчитуємо.
Can't fit the clues all together yet.
Стоп, а що ти з цього?
Heart removed.
Ти достав його?
Tripod. Tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera?
Ти достав з цього от?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
Ні, ти тут достав. Яка задача? Почекай. А покажи, блядь, куди ти. А, ти вже це, я поняв, підійшов вже. Я думав, ти там... А, ти вже це... Ну, ти з Дімкою будеш тут розбиратися в лісі, а ти там...
Алло, не трогайте. Рикошет в ТВП, та щоб тебе, блять. Що за хуйня, блять? Хай це ТВП везуче.
І помста буде, коли
Here
ти
we
зараз
are.
його будеш потовшити.
Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Не рухай мене, сука.
Куда ти побіг, чел? Ти тему, що?
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly
Там,
before.
Дімка, тобі ще довго?
Damn impressive work so far.
18 хвилин.
With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Нарешті почало залітати.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything
Тільки
from the
сказав,
field
що почало
office?
залітати, вже не залітає.
I'll park there anyway.
То ТВП це
I want to walk
бачить.
to the diner, get a feel for the
ТВП
town.
я на торті.
Це не імба.
Я 2 рази не пробив ТВП на рикошет.
The diner's just up the
Yeah.
waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Закусу, що йде.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
А будете звуки питерські.
Oh dear. You.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome
вижу,
to
кого
Bright
что не
Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Бісечерік нікого не
And let me
напоминає?
just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them
Ти
sound
може
like
так не знаєш,
suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that?
Діло
No,
шляп.
no, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victim?
Тебе за PvP буде.
Down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Там двох сидять, бійців. Сидять.
Person cases spiked around 2010.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Чути, що пиздить.
The cult of the
Бачиш,
tree.
що не доказує.
What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace.
Наш ти сказав, він навіть не
The
понімав,
symbol
що
is
це.
two triangles.
Бреш.
The cult wants
Ні,
their
тут
spoof
понятно,
free
просто
bag,
тут.
Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will
Yeah,
want this
bro.
on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book.
Поняв?
Nothing to do with the murder.
Читати.
They were telling the truth.
Я теж твої думки можу читати, ти хочеш шоу.
Я вчора їв, до речі. Віддали, типу.
Щось давно не робив, чуєш?
То що, ну да, щось я це підзаїбався.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Теряєш позиції.
Куди готовилось нападіння?
Да.
I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Вони заскочити до тебе, нахуй, на твою фірму. Співасик. Шавуха з півасиком. Всегда є, нахуй.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Я можу поспорити, що перший бос йому дуже заповниться. Понятно. Капець, блін.
Ні, один буде, нам ті дві здання.
My guys have night meal in the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Чел, мати те
Let's go.
будуть.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like
Бачу,
we're dealing with
телефонів
a
куди ще
cult.
попав.
The cult of the tree.
A murder cult.
Бізнес попав.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. The wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Що, водій, готуйся? От йдеш, ти туди тобі візьму.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to
Трошки
pay my
зламаю,
ticket.
то нічого
Whenever you're
страшного.
ready to take my money.
How are you? Agent?
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Це ще поки він тебе не трогає, тільки спускається в підвал.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
Ще нижче.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Не будь пальцем тронеш пізда.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
О, вот він, Дімич.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other... The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem.
It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that? Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Понюка тут велика доска. До кожної цепочки, типу, задав.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Певно, дімку потрохи, да.
Руки.
О, бля. Певно, фу, блядь. Просто свою дімку не знайшов.
Руки, я сказав.
Давай руки. Та він там щипця буде стояти.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
Щоб тебе не вбили, то я підскажу.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page is set to get into the light.
Круг світла йде. Туди не зможеш. Так. Ну, потім ти працюєте, поки просто він зараз до тебе підійде. Від тебе пістолет взяв. Правильно собі.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go!
Від тебе пістолет все одно підійде. Чи понімаєш?
Vanished.
Як, да? Пускай тут не цікава музика, конечно.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Я нічого не можу тобі сказати. Ні. Що за страх, чел?
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster. The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga.
Що ти хочеш зробити? Піти раптом зробити... А, тебе той сіровку включити? А, ні, тут нема той сіровку. А, тебе той сіровку.
Ну, воно вроді би.
Бо вона тут стала. Нижче там. Ще нижче. Ні. Ретрейсінг. Оце мабуть треба включити тобі, ні? Щоб... Що там, почекай, дозволяє? А, ні, то це вот воно виключено. Тому що, типа, DLSS нема в тебе? Це ж вроді має бути. То там все одно ж я якась хуйня чи ні, чи тут не так. А, в тебе оце ВС... Короче, я там по-іншому. Або оце ВСУНК оце.
Can't be opened on this side. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
Дімка, ти де там? Діма, быстро заходь, поки не началось. В смысле, ні.
Він хоче Суані, щоб...
Хто? Діма, ти... Ну, блядь, ти упав десь?
I can't force it open.
Блядь, реально опитую. Ладно, зайдемо.
Must be locked from the other side.
Поняв, що з ким я, кстати, вгадав, що це.
Ну ти поважно.
Я дуже быстро... Ну я ж казав, що це що я це. Та це очевидно було просто. Думаю, ты понимаешь, да, что с тобой будет быстро разбираться. Ты лутайся. Съебайся. Все, на вулиці йди їдь. Я закрито туди, де ти цей виходив, де це. Сюди, да. Що там пи? Я знаю, що там можна вийти, чекай, там мабуть ще інші. А ну нажми, що там по задачі. Ну, мабуть, що там де доска цього, там тебе висадило. Ну, во, відкрити. Так ти. Эй, боже, что ты делаешь? Там нажми. Та що увів ти, будь ласка. Ой, блядь, п'яница.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
F ще нажму. Вроді ще щось мало осталось. Та ні, там...
The cult of the tree is behind these murders.
О, ці
This
дві
case just
ще.
became much more complicated.
Там ж треба все це дивитися,
I'll need
бо
to
ти
start a new
по-іншому не
file.
вийдеш, типу, це ж
But it's
розслідування.
my first cold case. Exciting.
Ще там вроді щось було. F нажми, там де папочки. В столі. Нема нічого? Походу ти вже вроді маєш вийти. Воно чекай,
The page places
зайди
Nightingale back at
ще раз
Cauldron
туди,
Lake.
тільки там де стіл.
Calls him a taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Ти поняв, да?
We heard gunshots. You all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me.
That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thorne? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything?
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Well, that's crazy talk.
Там не
Monsters aren't
домовимося.
real and-
Потім
What do
появимося.
you mean, the sheriff? Here, like poof? He's gone like magic?
Так, там ще щось можна було взяти, ну, що мені здається.
They're a fine pair.
Good day. My client.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they
До
already
машини
have.
йде.
We need to be prepared.
А вона там, де була.
Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult.
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted areas don't do a damn thing, huh?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business, fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
Thank you. I need to head out. Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an
damn.
overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Що ти кажеш? Да все нормально має бути. Походу.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it.
Наверх саме, походу. Там, де культ. Не? Це, походу, десь вниз. Ще десь, походу, підсказка була. Пропустив. А, то діалог.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters, overlaps, rituals. What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around. Learn what this ritual is.
Ну що, готовий? Ти саменький йдеш, до речі. Він просто втомився, та чого ні? Нічого. Який шум, все. Світло. Слідами.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd you go from here? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head.
Що, ти злякався?
Next stop. Cauldron Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale.
Я в основному цю гілку вночі грав.
It's somehow connected to a tree.
Багато нюансів.
Which is ladle?
О. Батарейки. Коротше, щоб там треба буде сідати, типу, ця хуйня. Ну туди, да, тобі придеться додати. То це там, де там нажимаєш, типу, безопасну зону.
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the
Да,
witch's
так, а що
hut.
ти думав?
Inside, a
Це,
bright
типа,
light.
якщо будуть
There were
нападати на
objects
тебе,
that
ти
stood
їхню
out to
защиту,
Saga,
типа,
as if
збиваєш.
the light had
цих
manifested
типів, і
them.
тоді вже з пістолетом
The
стоїш.
witch's hut. Okay.
Поняв?
I trust the
Але
pages to
якщо
lead
ти
you to the
маєш, тримай
overlap.
до кінця, а не ти хочеш їх втратиш. Ти просто 2 штуки стратив. Кстати, тобі не треба поповняти. Тебе ще одна осталась. Чого ти не зайшов туди? Не видно. Ні, включи фонарик. Ні. Дивися, вони так не закінчаться фонарик. Тільки якщо фокусуєш. Боже, княнь. А куди ти побіг? Ви ж тебе ткай. Відьми? Він тільки закінчиться, коли ти фокусуєш. Так і...
This is the witch's hut.
О. Я думаю, не стоит заходить.
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
Битва включити світло. Що? Там сторінка вроді валялася, ні? І мені здалося. Знизу глянь на підлозі, щось чи там мені здалося. А, ні, значить. Тобі треба вроді знайти предохранителя і включити тут світло. Це буде безпечна зона. Зараз вона не безпечна взагалі. Там з іншої сторони хижини є. Що тут є? Стейки поставили.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I
А,
found
нема,
another
да? Тобі
page.
треба знайти це.
Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Коротше, десь за мостом там буде зразу. Не помиляюсь. Десь там має бути.
This fuse is busted.
Значить, далі шукай.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though. Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those but he really hates the movies.
Там їх багато треба тобі. Це я поки не дивився. Швирубати світу. Довгоочікуване сохранення. Нажми.
Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Що не можна?
Не можна.
О, кстати, тут ще є.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue.
To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
Ой. Ладно, не буду казати. Не цікаво буде.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
Cultist isn't close. He was there. He was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not
No.
it.
Yeah,
I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
Я тобі дещо не скажу, на жаль, хоч реакцію побачити, тобі як зайдеш.
In the general store. The witch had stolen his heart.
Бо я чуть не наговорив, блядь, включаю.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
В магазині, типа, воно буде, поняв? О. Там буде магазин. А от ти його вроді пропустив днем. Ти б вже знав, вроді, де він. Ти в нього не заходив.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Кабак тобі треба йти там, де це.
I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey! I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV. Through that. Tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around. I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my
Я
ex-wife.
не пам'ятаю, чи там магазин. Походу тут, да. Цей магазин я не пам'ятаю. Сюда.
Nightingale mentioned the general store. I need to check it out.
No магазин.
fast.
Як, нормально? Алло. Алло.
Are those shadows protecting it?
Блядь, да. Я... О, все,
Occultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
Ти його цей забисто відпускаєш, концентруєшся. І... Що? Я від цього навалив штани, як це виводити. Я спеціально нічого не казав. Там серце. Кстати, дробовика візьму. Позаду на стіні. Якщо не помиляюсь, вони при вході були там, де каса. Так, да, десь за столом. Тільки тут вводите вгаду, ось цих 4 ось. Типа, поняв, якийсь... А, бачиш, там намальовано. 713 ні, 723 ні, 717 ні. 723. А це зверху там, що там за бумажка? Що так? Є вище. Ой, я не помню. Бля, як там... Щось, короче, вводить, я вже забувся, якщо чесно. Я ось як глянув. Чекай секунду. Ти поняв? Саме главне запиши. Ну, так само. Ти спалюєш дома, ёпта. Так ти не навів. Так
The
вот,
text
воно
on
вже
the
і
heart
пало.
is clearer now. Legible.
Зараз йду шавуху поки закину.
Sounds literary. But what does it mean? I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense.
Я, короче, за годинки пів воду вийшов, душ схожу.
Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay, okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
I'm never gonna get used to this. There's the sign with the witch.
Found the heart in the fridge. Just like the page said I would.
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the heart witch. Show me the terror.
Casey, I think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me?
Fuck. Okay, Saga. Going in solo.
Logan? Logan! Where are you?
What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things. What was that? Wait. Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare. Need to find Nightingale. He's here. Nightingale.
Trapped here. Who escaped? Danger.
Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal.
Set to find the light switch. Show me the clicker.
тисяч. Тебе шкіл потім. В тебе ж в цьому інвентарі хіл. А ти пушиш швидко цього, тобі треба зайти туди. Давай ти хуйня не тіло, не цей, ну скільки. Ну як тобі, бос? Ти не весь не дівав, що за мене. Ну, блядь, тут позу не чел. Я тебе тут пломбу ламав би.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape. In danger. The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it.
Hey!
Як тобі ігрушка? Сюжет?
Are you
Мені
okay?
цікаво такі розслідування.
My fault. It got out with my face. Scratch.
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before.
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Alan Wake.
I've been.
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
Хто ти не поняв, що діло пісюнами пахне? Не пойму, чого кожен кінець голови якась така
Where did you
музика?
go? All of a sudden the radio stopped working and then that flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car.
Ти мені знаєш такого
Casey, I'll meet you
похоже?
there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Ой, блядь, як?
Alex Casey.
Що мочить постійно всіх.
Am I still? Is this the dark place?
Містер Вік, о. Джон Вік, о. Бля, точно він получив. Кстати, бачиш на карті частний дом? Там загадки всякі є.
Should look around.
Ну, можна ж туди зайти, типу.
With the flooding gone, could be
Тобто
further
трошки
clues out there.
зламають коліно.
The flooding disappeared very suddenly.
I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap. To Nightingale.
Все одно ж тебе править тут. Ти його не сохранись. Там вроді має бути сохранялка, тобі тебе поняв? Отакі от домики невеличкі є, там заводиш генератора, типа, і світло, і там сохраняється. У хаті.
A locked box.
Тут, до речі, має ящик.
Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? Notes and ammo. Looks like they're tools of the trade.
Огнетушитель? Що це таке? Тобі треба, а чого ти не почитав? Так ти поняв, як хилятися чи ні? Бля. В інвентарі заходиш, нажимаєш на цей. На баночки з себе. Що ти хочеш поміняти? Бач, тебе є там баночки і бінти вроді. Перев'язка і... Бінти, давай. А у бінти треба тримати вроді, щоб типа вони потім перев'язати. Ти вже собі, вони ж в тебе ж хп. І тебе ще баночки. Ще там. Кажеш, бос такий собі, да? Не легкий. Ти багато батарейки поєбував, потім пройшов. Там диви, якщо в нього типа, там видно, якщо в нього типа є така защита, там видно по ній, то типа збиваєш, якщо нема, то безполезно впадає. Мені не подобається клади, не?
Не подобається.
Якщо сохранення буде, думаю, що щось має встати. Що я тобі можу сказати? PvP? Що це таке було? А тобі тут нічого не поможе. Вона зараз виб'є походу. Чи ні, чи то не виб'є? Ні, почекай, тут мені кажеться, що вона виб'є. А чо ні? В смысле, ти ж можеш бити його, тебе ж є пульки. Я ж казав, що світло випаде. Намочи його, на будинку. Чи ти без фонарик?
Чего?
Ты знаешь, что тільки що просто проебываешь фонарик? Он на него не действует. Да він сюди не зайде, він не зможе. Ти до сохранялки біг, блядь. До речі, ще друга голова тільки.
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hun. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
No, it's, just weird case, that's all.
Well, if you need a hint, my years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey. Want to say bye to Logan?
Just tell her I love her. Bye for now. Is there anyone you'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
The Dark Presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense.
Бачиш оце?
I remember. I remember.
Буде больно зразу.
Waking up in places with no memory of how I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids. Had I already done the show? Was that a recording?
Внизу телек. Перша ігруха, яку вони змогли зробити, типу, що поєднати фільм і ігру, типу. Це складно вийшло.
Oh, man. It is so good to see you, Alan. This must be an exciting time for you. Tell me, does it ever get old?
So does what get old?
Publishing a new book. Are you okay there, my friend? You look like you've been cooped up in the writer's room for a few too many years.
This is exactly how I feel.
You know, I've waited so long to get my hands on the sequel to Departure. You left us on quite the cliffhanger. We've all been dying to know what "it's not a lake, it's an ocean" really means.
You and me both.
Well, our wait is over. Your new book, Initiation, hits the shelves tomorrow.
What?
That's exactly what every reader will be asking. This book is mind-bending. It's so cerebral. I mean, how would you describe it? An auto-fictional thought experiment? A horror story? A postmodern detective story?
Wait. This isn't right. I haven't written anything.
He's so humble.
Okay, you got me. Good prank, very funny. But yeah, sad to say, I've not written this. I'd remember if I'd written a book, right?
Or maybe it was written by your evil double. Well played, man! That is spot on! Playing the role here. Pretending the world of the book overlaps our own. That's very meta indeed. You see, Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he has written. The book is set in New York, but it might not be New York at all. He is tormented by his dark doppelganger and guided by visions of a fictional detective he has written. That's right, Alex Casey is in this book as well.
I guess we'll just keep doing this the whole show. The joke's on me.
But isn't that what you sign up for? Auto-fiction? No, but seriously, I found the structure of the reality you built in the book fascinating. It reminded me of The Matrix. I mean, the writer is physically in his writer's room, trapped there, and he projects himself out to this dark dream of New York through the story he is like astral projection. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Go on. I should be taking notes here. This is great stuff.
Notes to that other Alan Wake in that room writing this as we speak? Are we all in your story, Alan? Wow. No, I wish you every success with your new book, Alan. I hope it's as successful as your best-selling Alex Casey series. Initiation hits the shelves tomorrow. After this, I'm sure we'll all be eagerly awaiting the culmination of this hero's journey trilogy of yours. A book called Return, perhaps. Yeah, thank you for one of the strangest interviews of my entire career, Alan. All this talk of meta-narratives. I'm expecting to disappear once this scene ends.
Hello? I'm losing it. Something's not right here. I needed to get home. To Alice.
Не так мало бути чи?
What the hell was that interview? Some kind of joke? Initiation? I never wrote a book called Initiation. This felt like a bad dream. Could make a good horror story. I was a mess. I'd never heard of this talk show or Mr. Door before. None of it felt right. Was I losing my mind?
Hey! I think I've been locked in! Anybody?
Fuck. Now I have to find the code myself. Great. Old Gods of Asgard. That name sounded familiar.
Що це?
There was something here.
Там,
A
де
broken transmission I couldn't quite make out. What was that? A message? Impossible to say. There was something in the studio with me. I had to get out.
Я ще встигаю дивитися тебе, то тобі тут піздець зразу, не навіть не падати. Не відкривай, Гай.